Hi, I'm going to show you a tutorial on making cookies on a stick, how to sort of put the stick on properly, and then how to make this one's on a slant, Minnie Mouse cookies. I love the whole Minnie Mouse theme for a party. I reckon it's really cute. I wanted to do a Molly Mouse party for Molly for her 3rd birthday coming up this month, and I'd saved all these really cool pictures on Pinterest, and she's obsessed with a Gruffalo, so I have to do a Gruffalo party, which I'm not really that happy about. But anyway, I reckon, a Minnie Mouse party is such a cute idea for a little girl. This one I wrapped up. I just bought these little wrappers. I think I got these ones from a place like Spotlight or the Reject Shop or somewhere cheap. Usually I buy them in bulk from eBay, and they're fantastic. It's really good to have these little cello bags. I get ones that actually are self-adhesive, so it's great for, like last year I did Christmas cookies for everyone in Lily's kinder class, and it was so easy to just, seal them nicely and make a nice individual package for every child in her class. So that was really good. So I've done this tutorial over a few days. So yeah, that will explain the change of clothing. But yeah, I thought, hope you enjoy them, and I think they look really cute. Okay, to start with the Minnie Mouse cookies, I have got my mouse cutter, which I just bought online. I think from eBay, or maybe it was this online place called biscart.com, maybe .au. I can put a link to it. And then I found these jumbo craft sticks. They're basically like paddle pop sticks, jumbo ones, which I bought from a craft shop. So they're quite thick, easy to hold on to, so I've got these. Okay, I've just rolled out my cookie dough. I've rolled it out quite thickly because you're going to be sticking, a stick into the end of it, so you do want it to be pretty thick. What I would normally do now is put my cookie in the fridge just to harden for about 10 minutes, just because it would make it a lot easier. But for the purposes of the tutorial, I won't bother. Some people like to use these lollipop sticks. They are pretty good. I quite like these ones, really. I've been using them more lately because they're just that bit thicker. It's easier for kids. Sometimes if you put it on this and you've got quite a heavy cookie, I don't know, I just think these are a bit easier. So anyway, what you need to do is grab your knife and just make a cut into the bottom. That. Grab your stick and just sort of shove it in. You'll see that it will distort the shape a little bit, so once you put it down, just sort of, you can move it around, and oh, here comes someone. Just wait a second, honey. And then you can just put it on your baking sheet, bake it in the oven on 180. I do it for between 14 and 18 minutes. Depends, my oven's not that great. Okay, I'll get you something. And that's it. Okay, I have got my cookie, which I baked on the stick. I have got 5 little white polka dots that I've used with the tiniest circle cutter that I have. If you don't have a tiny circle cutter, you could use the end of a straw. I find it's really good. You roll it out and just let it sit there for a while so that when you do it, it's sort of hardened a tiny bit. I've got a little bow that I made. I made it using this bow cutter. This is the second smallest size. So I think it's size 2. It's a gem cutter. I'll put a link on this video for how to make a bow if you don't have a bow cutter. It's quite, it's still pretty simple. You can just sort of use rectangles and sort of do it that way. I have some pink fondant. I have my cookie cutter, and I have some black fondant, which I've just thrown everywhere. Okay, so I'm going to start with my black fondant. Oh, and I have water and a paintbrush. Okay, so black fondant, this is pre-made black fondant, that cake art plastic stuff, which is really not that much fun to work with, but it's pretty hard to dye white fondant black. You would it would take ages and a lot of colouring to do that. Okay, so cut out. You only need the top part. So put that there. Okay, so I'm going to just tidy up the edges. Sometimes the edges can look a bit furry from the way you've cut it. Just like to tidy it up a little bit. Okay, and then we just need the top part. It's like a little helmet. So I'll just chop that off. Hope that it's straight. Grab my cookie. Put a bit of water on it. You could use jam. I just can't be bothered today. So here we go. Now, if your cookies moved, sort of spread out a little bit during baking, that's fine. You can just sort of flatten it and spread it out as you are sticking it on. Oh, can't really. There you go. That's pretty fine, so that's good. Grab your pink. Roll it out. I just need half, and just be wary when you're using black. It remains on the cutter and everything. It can be a bit annoying. Okay, so cut the bottom out. Just tidy up the top. Grab your cookie, put water on it. Oh. Had a bit of black fondant on my finger and I've just smeared black all over the cookie, over the pink fondant. Oh well. There we go. It's all lined up well. Okay, now we're going to stick our polka dots on. Don't put too much water. That's what I did with my other cookie, and you can see on the fondant how it's sort of stuffed it up a little bit. Right, okay, and last but not least, put the bow in the middle. I made these bows. Bows were the first thing I made. I added a bit of Tylo powder so they would harden, which you need with the bow. Okay, so that's the end of the tutorial. Here's another close-up look of the cookie. And here is the one all wrapped up nicely. You could always do these in red. And obviously, if you just wanted a Mickey Mouse one, you could just do it without the bow. You could try drawing on the face. The face is really complicated, so I just thought, nah, let's just put polka dots and make it a lot easier. So anyway, hope that helps.